Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family!
Welcome to Trailblazer Tipoff.
Blazers!
Hi there, everybody, and welcome inside the Beasley Coliseum on the campus of Washington State University in Pullman, Washington, about 15 minutes away from Utah Tech and Washington State, the Cougars and Trailblazers here in Pac-12 territory. Hi there, everybody. Rod Zundel. Glad to have you aboard on this Black Friday matinee matchup. Utah Tech Trailblazers coming in with a record of 2-2. They got a 12-point win last week in their last outing at Lake Erie. Meanwhile, the Washington State Cougars, they come in with a record of 3-1. They're coming off a win against Rhode Island. One news of note for the Trailblazers, leading scorer David Elliott will not play again for the second straight game. They're just being precautionary with David, and they're just making sure that he's all healed up before they put him back out on the court. Now, for the Trailblazers, this is their fifth straight road game. They haven't played a regular game other than the exhibition against Stanton. So they've spent a lot of time on the road, and especially during the holidays away from their families. Their family is the Trailblazer basketball team. And so when you don't have your traditional family Thanksgiving meal, you make do. Here in Pullman, we crossed the border into Idaho, found a restaurant last night to have our Trailblazer team family Thanksgiving dinner. And it wasn't all about the turkey and stuffing. So the main course is breakfast. Breakfast for your Thanksgiving meal?
Uh-huh.
Stone's the only guy that kind of went Thanksgiving-ish.
Yep.
What's that stuff in between the potatoes and the stuffing?
I don't even know, yams or something?
All right, what's the Thanksgiving meal of choice at this table?
Hey, the mac and cheese, the steak, and the ham.
Yeah, feel me?
That's all I need.
You got that sirloin, feel me?
Sirloin?
Well
we're getting
done.
close to meat. Everybody else has been
Feel
ordering
me?
breakfast.
I got
Fries.
mashed potatoes.
What?
Mac and cheese. I wish I could get some green beans.
So what's the boss having for his Thanksgiving?
What you're supposed to have at Thanksgiving.
That is our first turkey, mashed potatoes, and stuffing gravy, and every meal here.
What day is it, Rod?
Yeah, what day is it, Rod?
It's Thanksgiving Day, man.
They all went for breakfast.
I thought about that, but no.
It's Turkey Day.
It's Turkey Day. I guess.
What's your favorite part of it?
Mashed potatoes and gravy. Family. Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
There you
What's that? Blow. Let me say like that.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What's that? Blow.
You know, when you're not home enjoying mom's cooking, you got to make do, right? So the Trailblazers had our Thanksgiving meal last night at a restaurant just across the border into Idaho. All right, now, of course, David Elliott got off to a great start for the Trailblazers, leading this team in scoring, but he's not playing today. Jalen Searles, he came from a junior college ranks, and he struggled the first couple of games. He was 2 for 20 shooting in the first two games, 0 for 6 from three-point land, but he turned that around big time in the last game against Lake Erie. He was 8 of 14 from the floor, including 3 for 4 from three, 20 points leading the way for Lake Erie, and he's hoping to continue that confidence play today here against the Pac-12 Washington State Cougars. And it's kind of a homecoming of sorts for Jalen Searles. He is from Washington, about 4 hours away, so it's kind of home, but kind of not. But he's just happy to be back in his home state, a chance to play against the Pac-12 Cougars. Jalen, coming back and playing in your home state, it's not quite home, but it's still kind of home.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that go to Washington State, so it'll be definitely cool to be playing back in my home state. I don't know too many people out here, so a totally different part of Washington, but it's definitely cool out here.
But the local and the media will say, yeah, Washington's very own scores 35 against Washington State.
Hopefully that's what they're saying. Maybe 40.
40. Okay,
we're gonna
that's
see.
good.
We're gonna see what we're gonna do.
Talk about your progression here as a newcomer. Kind of struggled with your shot the first couple of games, but the last game you really came on.
Yeah, first couple games I struggled from the field and shot 1 for 10 both games. I mean, I just kept trusting in my shot, kept getting in the gym, didn't lose any confidence, just kept playing, you know. I knew eventually I'll find it.
Were you trying to maybe do too much too soon, maybe rush it just a little bit in the early going?
I mean, maybe it was just like the first couple games, first game jitters. You know, I was playing JUCO before. It's a different type of basketball now, but I'm definitely ready for this level and everything.
What have you noticed that's the big difference between junior college and this?
Really strength. I was thinking it was going to be speed, but like I feel like the speed of the game is kind of the same, but the strength is definitely a big difference.
Looking forward to building on your last game and continue that progression and improvement on this one?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck. Have fun.
Yep.
All right, that was Jalen Searles, a 6'8 junior from Everett, Washington, getting ready to take on his home state, Washington State Cougars. He's going to have his hands full because the Cougars, they are big, they're strong, and they like to play physical. All right, we are about 9 minutes away from kickoff, right, football, tip-off here in the Beasley Coliseum. When we come back, the final word from head coach John Judkins.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealestate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealestate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
All right, back inside the Beasley Coliseum on the campus of Washington State University in Pullman, Washington. Trailblazer just came back out on the floor getting ready, final preparations to take on the Cougars as we're getting ready for tip-off. So what does Coach Judkins thinks about his team after first 4 games of the season all on the road, and what does he think about the Cougars coming up here? Well, time to get the final word with the head coach, John Judkins. On the road during Thanksgiving, players away from their family. Do you like being away this time of year with your guys?
No, to be honest, I'll be honest. But we make choices. Do you want to be away from family on Thanksgiving or away from family at Christmas? And we've decided that we'd rather have them be home for Christmas instead of Thanksgiving. I think I've only had 2 years out of the 30 plus I've coached that actually had Thanksgiving at home. But next year we will be at home.
Okay.
So that's good. But, it's tough. some of these guys have never been away from family on Thanksgiving, but we try to make it as special as we can. We go to a nice dinner tonight, did some fun things today, so hopefully they'll remember this, because my kids remember some of the funnest Thanksgiving things we've had has been on the road and being in a hotel and spending time with each other, but I do miss my family as well.
This is the 5th straight game to open up the season on the road. What are you finding out about your team that you're traveling with them so much?
Find out that they know it's good. Like I said, like I told you earlier, I think it's a good thing. Maybe a little too long. I wish we would have had a home game either this week or last week just to break it up. But for a young team like this, I think it's been a good bonding experience, and we're gonna use that to our advantage. And then we got these two, two more on the road, and then we get home and play Utah Valley our opening weekend of the WAC conference. So it's gonna be exciting.
Got an identity yet?
No, getting closer. Still a lot of things we need to fix and find and all that. But again, this week's been a really good week. They've been focused, they've been prepared, and now we just got to go out and do our stuff.
Got a Pac-12 opponent. They're big, they're physical, they like to get up and down the floor, they're fast.
Yeah,
another great experience for you, other than just a paycheck.
Yeah, all the above. But again, that's why we want to play them, because we know they're good. We know it's if we can compete with these guys and play with these guys, then we feel we can play with anybody. And so that's why we like to schedule these kind of games.
And what do you want to see out of your team against a team from the Pac-12 that maybe you haven't seen, or maybe you want to see more of?
Again, more of just sharing the ball, learning to play together. I know our guys compete every day. They do it in practice. They play hard in practice. They compete in practice. We challenge them every day to get better. Every game, let's get better. And that's what preseason's for, is to get better every game. And then when league time starts, you should be ready to go. So that's what I want to see. I want to see us share the ball more, find the open guy. Instead of having one guy with 20, 26, 24, I love to see guys, 18, 20, 2 or 3 guys in double figures would be nice to see.
You kind of went through this situation last year. Cam Gooden, your leading scorer, injured, had to sit out. Now your leading scorer, David Elliott, going to be missing him for a little bit. So you're looking for somebody else to step up again.
When something like that happens, you got next guy up. We always call it, next guy up. And David's had a good start for us, and hopefully we can get him back and ready to go. But somebody else has got to be ready. And knowing these guys, they will. And Tanner stepped up a little bit as well, and also the guys that. Everybody's got to, when anybody goes down or doesn't play that game for some reason, everybody's got to give it a little bit more. Not just one guy. Everybody's got to give a little bit more. And if you do that, then there's a good chance that you won't miss that person as much. But David's been playing well for us, so it's a tough one.
Head coach John Judkins with a final word. You can listen to this game over on the Fan Sports Radio. You can download their app. It's free. And just a reminder that immediately following the game, we will have our post-game show on radio and also right here on Trailblazer Sports Vision. Utah Tech, Washington State, 2 minutes away as the tip-off is coming up next.